This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a local mother is fed up with the violence in Hazleton. Now she is stepping up for her kids and her community. Hear her story next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Kara. Here's tonight's information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. There's going to be a walk in West Hazleton and Hazleton this Saturday. It was put together in a short amount of time because the organizers want some of the recent crimes in the Hazleton area to be fresh in people's minds as they unite against crime and violence in the area. Yesterday I spoke with one of the organizers, Annie Mendez. You started this walk. You've lived in Hazleton for a while now. You saw some negative posts online about the crime, and you wanted to do something about it.
Yes, unfortunately, you only hear the negative things that happened. Not only the shooting, the drug bust, and all that stuff. They point down to the Latino community. And like I said before, there is a lot of us that are trying to do something good. And I want this community to grow and grow healthy, and especially as one community, one Hazleton, not just Spanish or any other kind of race. We don't want to mention the race. We want to mention that we are a community, and we want to do something good to stand out, and especially because all the things that's happening, shootout here in the last couple of weeks, especially this whole month, it's been gunshots. That's not what I want for my children. They're from here. I want my kids to grow in a healthy environment. I ran away from the city for the same reason, and unfortunately, we're seeing it here. So that kind of caught my attention. I said, we were talking on social media with Ben and John Shelley, and he said, why don't we do something? I mean, we're complaining, but what are we doing? So we decided to do a walk, something simple. We didn't have much time to do it, but we're doing it. And I commend the HIP that is so supportive of anything that the community is trying to put together. And they are 100% behind trying to get this word out, that we are here to do something good. As a Latino and as a woman, as a parent, more than anything, I care where my children are and that they're safe. And I don't feel safe right now. It's more of us trying to do something positive than the little group that are doing all these negative things in the community.
You mentioned the Hazleton Integration Project, and for as far as Hazleton has come with integrating everyone who is in the community now, you said that online you'll see negative posts about the Latin community or about the Hispanic community when things like this happen.
It frustrates me because I know that as a Latino woman and part of the Latino community, as part of the Hazleton community, we are doing a lot of good things that doesn't come out in the media. That only, of course, the negative stuff come out, especially in social media. And it's frustrating because we know that Hazleton is growing and as a big city that is becoming. And I feel that every day I see someone that just arrived to Hazleton, newcomer. And it's important that we emphasize that we are trying to integrate ourselves, that we're trying to integrate with the community, and that we're doing something positive. It's just not the negative. It's too many people coming. It's growing so fast as a city, and when a city is growing, it will bring, city problems, and that's what we're seeing here, that a lot of the city problems are coming in as well. So we need to stop it now. I don't know what Hazleton is going to be in 10 years, but my children are going to be here. I want to make sure that they have a safe place to live and to enjoy life.
We talked a lot about the Latino community, Hispanic community here in Hazleton. This walk is for everybody, and I thought it was neat. You said no logos, no anything, just bring a white T-shirt. Let's get together as a community. That's
right. We don't want no logos. Unless you are like an organization, a church, then you can bring a banner. But we want a white tee. It's simple. It's easy. So it was something that was put together fast. Everybody has a white tee. If you not borrow one for your husband, or what I will do with my son. So yes, we want something simple. We want something that calls for unity, something that calls for peace. And white is a representing of that, unity and peace, and that's what we want. We don't want no more violence. It's enough.
Mendez works at a radio station in downtown Hazleton, and you can hear her show weekday afternoons at kalegria.com. In other news, it was a heated and crowded meeting of the Hazelton Area School Board last night. The topics of concern: the newly approved half-day kindergarten and a proposal to consolidate junior high schools in the district. Among those who questioned the board, State Representative Tara Toohill, who believes the district could actually lose money by cutting kindergarten thanks to the state new financing formula. District Business Manager Tony Reba says the district has done the calculations and will save $1.2 million through the change. Despite public outcry, the board did not reverse its decision on half-day kindergarten. It did, however, approve the formation of a committee to consider 2 or more central junior high schools for the district. You can read more about last night's controversial meeting in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. Police in Butler Township are investigating a rash of car break-ins. Officials were dispatched to numerous addresses on Snow Valley Drive and Avalanche Lane for vehicles that were entered into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. The vehicles were ransacked and items were taken, including a black handgun, along with change and personal items. Anyone with information on the thefts is urged to call Butler Township Police at 570-788-4111. It was his second visit to our area, the first with his running mate Mike Pence, and the first to a city with ties to his challenger. Yesterday at Lackawanna College Student Union Gymnasium in Scranton, the Republican presidential and vice presidential nominees emphasized their support for jobs, including an industry with strong roots in northeastern Pennsylvania.
But I went to New York and we had a massive landslide victory, won just about everything. And in my victory speech, I don't even know why I said it, but I said, and we're going, this is in the middle of Fifth Avenue, okay? We're going to put the miners back to work. I said that. I don't even know why. And by the way, that includes the steel workers, and we're going to take a lot of the regulations off of gas, because gas is big and they want to close you down. They want to close the mines down. They've been closing mines down. It's sad. It's sad. But little did I realize that shortly thereafter I'd go to a place called West Virginia. And did they love Trump? Did you see those numbers? And Hillary Clinton, crooked Hillary Clinton, she's really crooked. So Hillary Clinton, thank you. You know what we're going to do even better? We're going to beat her on November 8th. We're going to beat her, okay? That's even better.
Republican Congressman Lou Barletta and Tom Marino also spoke at the hour-long campaign rally in Scranton. Special thanks to FYI intern Llewellyn Dreyfus for covering the event. Meanwhile, tonight, the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia wraps up. Speakers include Chelsea Clinton and the Democratic nominee herself, Hillary Clinton. And a quick reminder before we go to break that with the warm weather, remember your pets. Don't leave your dog outside for long periods of time and make sure they have lots of water. I posted more advice for pet owners from the Humane Society of the United States on our Facebook page. And coming up on FYI, a challenge has been issued to exercise physiologists at the Lehigh Valley Health Network Health and Wellness Center in Hazelton. Find out what it is next.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
The Hazelton Health and Wellness Center has a challenge for you, a challenge to get fit. As a matter of fact, it's called the Fitbit Summer Challenge, and here to tell us all about it is Katie Satosky. She is an exercise physiologist at the Health and Wellness Center. This is a great idea. So many people into walking and fitness and Fitbits, so how does this challenge work?
So it's for our fitness members, but it's never too late to come out and be a fitness member. We're hoping to get a decent amount of people to sign up for it. And pretty much it's just you're on your own during the challenge. We're hoping that you at least lose about 3% body fat. You have to take at least 50,000 steps per week and visit a gym at least 3 times a week. And they'll check in with me, and I'll keep all the records. And then whoever completes all 3 things will be the winner of the Fitbit at the end of the challenge.
So you have a chance to win a Fitbit. So now, if anybody doesn't know about the Health and Wellness Center and joining, to be a member, there's a lot of perks, and you're getting some extra perks when you do this challenge.
Correct, yes. And if you want to join, you could just give us a call at our phone number, 570-501-6750, or you could just stop in. We have a bunch of flyers that we could talk to you about, kind of give you a tour of the gym as well.
Okay. So what is included in this? You told me that there's some kind of scans that you get normally, and they cost money, but you're getting more of them for your money through this project.
Correct. So our in-body scans are normally what our fitness members get in the very beginning. They're usually $10. The contest is $10 to sign up for, and throughout this contest, you'll be getting 3 in-body scans. So, and it shows you your fat mass, lean body mass, a bunch of different things that are very interesting to see. So.
Okay, so the only thing you need to participate is to join the Health and Wellness Center's fitness program. But other than that, all you need is something to calculate your steps, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay, so that's easy. You can do that with either a Fitbit yourself, or how can you do it?
An iPhone, a pedometer. They have cheap pedometers out there that you could purchase just for the competition. So any of those apps on your iPhone will definitely work too.
So people have been sitting at home saying, I'm going to get involved, I'm going to get fit, I'm going to do this. This is kind of the little nudge to give them to get involved. They'll be doing it, other people will be doing it, so there's encouragement.
Yes, absolutely. We're hoping that our fitness members will kind of use this to go the extra mile, maybe help the few fitness members that are interested in losing the few extra pounds that they've been wanting to lose, to encourage them. So.
And lastly, it starts on Monday, August 1st, and they have to start that day. They can't start after that.
Yes, so August 1st, and it runs till September 30th.
All right, you heard it here. We're inviting you to take the Fitbit Summer Challenge at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center. Call Katie, find out all about it. If you're not a member, you can be one just in time to participate, and hopefully you will win the Fitbit.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Another nice day, Hannah. Well, take it all in because it looks like rain tomorrow. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight we have an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Our low is 66 degrees, and we can see new rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches. On Friday, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 76 degrees. New rainfall amounts between 3/4 and 1 inch possible. On Friday night, we're down to a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low of 62 degrees. Saturday, 50% chance of some showers, thunderstorms possible after 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy, high of 78, and then Saturday night, 60% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, our low is 63. Sunday, on the Pennsylvania 400 day at the Pocono Raceway, 60% chance of showers, a possible thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, high of 76. At night, down to a 40% chance of showers, our low is 62. Monday, 30% chance of showers, partly sunny, high of 77, and then Monday night, partly cloudy with a low of 62 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
Let's discuss lottery numbers. Here they are, your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 02, pick 3, 410, pick 4, 1224, and pick 5, 68311. Law Talk is coming up right now, and when we come back, Anthony Bellino from the Standard Speaker is here. We'll talk about social media and sports.
Viewer question: how do you challenge someone's claim to the decedent's property?
Well, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And to the family of the decedent, it's a very important issue. I could just relate to you one particular incident that we had where the decedent had a rather large IRA account with a brokerage firm, and when we contacted that brokerage firm, they said, oh no, we're paying this to this other person who was not even a family member. And we said, wait a minute, now, get us some proof on that the decedent named them the beneficiary on that account. What they provided to us we didn't think was particularly sustainable. So what we did is we had to file, and in the same situation you would have to file a petition in the Orphans Court Division. This particular case was here in Luzerne County. We got our witnesses together, including an expert in account management, and we went to a trial. And we had a trial before the Orphans Court judge who decided that, in fact, we were right, the brokerage house was wrong, and ordered the brokerage house to pay the account to our client, who was the decedent's son. As I said, it doesn't happen too often, but certainly it's an important issue. And if it does happen, you can't just rely on what you are told, particularly if it's something that's odd or different or something you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with, you must ask for documented proof that it was the intent of the decedent to have that account go by beneficiary designation to someone outside the family.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Look who's here, everybody. Anthony Bellino from the Standard Speaker coming up to bat once again this week for Dave Seaman. And Anthony, a master of local social media when it comes to sports, at least. I love following Anthony Bellino on Twitter. It's at Bellino Speaker on Twitter if you want to follow him. And Anthony, I found one of your tweets today. You said, hey, JT Youth Baseball, I guess Jim Thorpe. That cotton candy slushie I just had was 10 out of 10. And that, my friend, is disgusting. I stick with my basic slushie flavors, but cotton candy was really good, huh?
I mean, it was like 112 degrees out at Jim Thorpe. Beautiful complex, by the way, great people. But I just needed something. That was the first flavor I saw, and it was a hit for me. Definitely some really good stuff, and the weather definitely helped it taste a little better, but it was excellent. Yeah, just wanted to throw Jim Thorpe a little shout out there for that one.
That was a great slushy breakdown. What a way to start our sports commentary here. But I mean, social media and Twitter, especially with you, it's a great way to interact with your audience, I guess. And I noticed a few times, especially during basketball season, the Cougar Crazies and you, the student cheering group at the Hazleton Area High School, we're going back and forth. So you build up kind of a relationship with people, or they get to know you a little better.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's hard to get out and talk to all these people when you're at games because you're working, you're watching the game, you have to do your interviews, you're taking different things in. But social media really allows you to free yourself up. I have a little fun with it. Some people do different things. Some people are more serious. I like to have fun with my social media. You know, there's obviously a line you have to draw, but I really like to enjoy myself. The Cougar Crazies were great, tweeting back and forth with me during basketball season. And there's just been an overall great response. A lot of people still may not know who I am. I mean, I've been in Hazleton for, I don't know, about 10 months now. But I've gotten to interact with a lot of great people, both on social media and in person. But there's just been a great reception to the things that myself and Dave have done on social media.
Now, Anthony, I want to ask you, too, who is your favorite athlete that you follow on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat? Who's your favorite athlete to follow?
Oh, man, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, sticking with my kind of humorous, laid-back approach, I love following Ocho Cinco on Twitter. He's not really an athlete anymore, but he's got some really good stuff, some funny stuff. But I mean, everybody, like it is with journalists, like it is with anybody that's on Twitter, there are some people that take it serious, there are some people that take it funny, and I just love the way that Chad kind of has a good time with Twitter, does say some serious things, but I think he's a great follow, at Ocho Cinco, by the way.
Yeah, it's interesting because athletes now have this voice, you know, they don't have to get in the paper the next day. They could say, oh, hey, I really meant to say this, or they can clarify, and I really enjoy following. I know you're not much of a soccer fan, but pretty much every single player from the U.S. Women's World Cup team, now the Olympics coming up, follow them. They're hilarious. Sydney Leroux, who is on that team, is married to Dom Dwyer, who's a Major League Soccer player, and they just show glimpses of their life, and it's cool getting to know these people and different sides of them, and very cool stuff. I love the U.S. women's soccer team, and great follows on Twitter or any of the social media. How about a journalist? Who's another journalist you would follow on, or you do follow, that you really enjoy following?
This guy catches a lot of heat. I like Bill Simmons a lot. I may not agree with everything he writes, or I may not like everything he writes. I enjoy what he has to say. And little confession of mine, he tweets a lot about pro wrestling. I'm kind of a pro wrestling guy myself, whether I'd like to admit it or not. But I do enjoy his candid commentary on that as well. So I enjoy what Simmons has to say, whether I agree or disagree with it. But he's always saying something, which I do enjoy. So I'll have to give it to Simmons on that one.
And Simmons is interesting because I believe he started as the Boston sports guy, kind of online, and built up his career. And I'm a big Boston fan, so I love following him. But I'll tell you what, I'm very mad right now, and I might unfollow him because he chose Tupac over Biggie in his latest promo I've seen on MLB.tv. And I like Tupac, man, but Biggie was always my favorite. I follow, and if you're a Penn State football fan, you have to. Richard Scarcella, family from our area really, from the Reading Eagle. He does a great job covering Penn State football. And also Mark Brennan, who is from Hazleton, went to Penn State Hazleton, operates FightOnState.com. He's a great follow on Twitter as well. Let's move into the Olympics. Anthony, a few weeks away now. What are you looking forward to? What's your favorite sport to watch when it comes to the Summer Games?
With the Summer Games, I just kind of pick and choose. I love the Olympic sports because they really only get their due once every 4 years, but the athletes are undoubtedly amazing. I think, the big storylines going in are going to be Michael Phelps coming back and Usain Bolt going for 3 straight gold medals. So those are two that I'm really going to look out for. Obviously, going to tune in a little bit to basketball and golf, but I kind of like to shy away from the things I really enjoy during the Olympics because I like to give the swimming, the track and field, all those things their due. But, the 100-meter race, Usain Bolt got a, little... That's what it's about.
Water polo is my Summer Games version of curling. Like, I can't look away from curling sometimes in the Winter Games, and water polo, it's just, I will have it on all the time. I love the swimming events get me too, and I can't wait to see Michael Phelps. To me, he's always been such an interesting athlete. He's very human. He made some mistakes, but now he's back and really focused at getting more gold medals. Well, Anthony Bellino is focused on getting you sports information. Follow him on Twitter, and make sure you read his articles in the Standard Speaker. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Rosary Parish will be holding their annual summer picnic this Friday and Saturday. The event will be held under the tents from 4 to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday from 2 to 9 p.m. We'll be having live entertainment, homemade food, bake sale, tricky trays, bingo, and more. Holy Rosary Parish is located at 240 South Poplar Street in Hazleton. Our next announcement, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a Pierogi and Halushki sale Friday, July 29th from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Please call ahead to secure your order, 570-929-2179. And finally tonight, the 46th Annual Men of Marion Summer Picnic will be held Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The picnic features great entertainment, food, games, and refreshments. A huge flea market will again be a part of the picnic, offering great deals. They also have live entertainment each night. For more info, please call 570-467-0641. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Margaret M. Morgan of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Evangelical Lutheran Church in Whitehall. Friends may call Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Cheryl A. Shemansky of Hazleton. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Anthony Rembellis of Whitehaven. Services were held Thursday and under the direction of the Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home. And Leonard J. Klonitzko, formerly of McAdoo. Services are Saturday at 11 a.m. in the St. Cunegonda Cemetery. The Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home is assisting the family.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers. If you see your name now on FYI News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Diane Hudson of Mahanoy City. Diane, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104 to win your free movie.
Tomorrow on FYI, we'll have a preview of the NASCAR race at Pocono this weekend, so watch out for that, and I'm sure we'll come up with some other stuff as well. See you then. Take it easy, everyone.